Hello, welcome in. Just give you a moment to get settled. All right, and we'll just take a moment getting comfortable. Letting our mind focus in on our practice tonight. Drawing focus away from the busyness of the day. The things we need to get done for tomorrow. And coming onto the mat, coming into this space of exploration, support, care for ourselves. Feeling your breath moving in and out. Feeling your body begin to relax. Letting the day just dissolve. We're going to take this practice tonight, focusing in mainly on the breath, our prana. The pranayama, the practice of breathing in the yogic tradition, has a lot of facets and benefits and depth. The word prana itself is more than just the meaning breath, but it really means the life force, the energy behind that breath. The life force energy that's shared between us, the animals, the plants, all breathing the same air on the same land, connecting us. Feel that connection. As you breathe in, feel yourself connecting to the lungs. Imagine that flow of oxygen moving out through the bloodstream. The air we breathe out moving back into the atmosphere. There's just a sense of stability and peace in the simple act of noticing our breath. Let's bring hands over the heart. Feeling it beat, feeling the movement of our breath, the warmth of our bodies. Let's bring some movement into our breath. Inhale, let the chest fill, feel the hands rise. Exhale, let the arms extend, and then flex the hands, press away. Inhale, bring the palms together over the heart. And exhale to lift high. Inhale, stretch a little longer. Exhale, one hand by your side and let the opposite arm just follow over the ear, reaching out into a side bend. Breathing back up to the center. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale to side bend the other way and reach out. Inhaling to reach back up. And exhale, we'll bring the hands back in behind us, taking a hold of the forearms and just letting the shoulders roll down, lifting the chest, and then draw the chin down to the chest on the exhale. So our breath is, of course, associated with the air element in the yogic tradition, and the air element with our heart. The breath gives us life, it flows through the blood, it helps the heart to pump. And so we're going to spend this practice of breath work also opening up through the chest to open that heart chakra. Go ahead, lift the chin, let the arms release, reach out wide. And bring the hands overhead, interlocking the fingers. We're going to press the palms to the ceiling. Good, bending the elbows, and we'll bring the palms down to the base of the head. Elbows open nice and wide, feel the shoulder blades come together. From here, we'll just release the legs out into a straddle and take some slow circles around, starting to stretch into the legs. Bring it back the other direction as well. Good, and then we'll release the arms and just reach out forward. Relax the backs of your legs and then just slowly let yourself come forward more and more, as much as feels good. We want to take it to the edge of our stretch. So where we feel the sensation of stretching, it can feel a bit deep. But we never want to force the body into any position. Relaxing the legs a little further. We're just holding here, allowing the body to respond. Taking it slow. Noticing what thoughts pop up as we hold the pose. If we're feeling challenged, it can feel a little frustrating. Maybe let that turn into a bit of interest in the way the body slowly, subtly relaxes into the pose. The way we can relax the mind using the breath. and therefore relax the body. Gently, we're just going to lift up to the fingertips. I'm going to keep this angle in my back and just walk over to the left leg, squaring my chest over the thigh, and then coming forward over the leg. From here, I'll take a hold of my leg or the foot with the left hand. The right arm's going to reach up and I'm going to let my chest turn open. Taking a really big side bend. Keep extending through the sides of the body, drawing your left side down in the direction of the thigh. Releasing there, and we're just going to walk through the center. Lift up about halfway, bring the bottoms of your legs back down if they've lifted. And then walk over to the right, squaring the chest. And let yourself come down and breathe there a few moments. Notice if this side's feeling different than the other. Taking the right foot or leg, let the left arm open, opening through the chest, and then reach out long as you can to bring the side body in the direction of the thigh. Good, we'll close here and walk to the center. And then walk your way up. Sliding the feet in together. We'll just give a little flutter and a cobbler. Bring the knees together and just take them side to side. Good, bring it back into cobbler and we'll sit up nice and tall, hands onto the ankles. Stretch the chest open. Gently folding forward, we're going to exhale, bring ourselves down. And with patience for the body, just going to hold a couple of breaths. Notice how the body reacts, how that makes the mind react. Beautiful, lifting our way up. Close the knees together again. Leaning back, give them a little hug so the feet lift off the mat. Finding a bit of balance there. We'll take the hands behind the thighs or maybe float them out and let your feet lift to just a small boat there. Good, let the feet come down. And we'll hug in again to the legs, this time with grounded feet. Let the back curve and the forehead come down toward the knees. Good, let's uncurl and we're going to come over to all fours. So we're going to come up in the direction of puppy pose. So I'm going to reach my arms out, but not let my chest come down just yet. We're going to give a little press back, chest coming down, and then lifting back up and just pushing into the palms, a little lean forward. Coming back, chest coming down toward puppy. And then lift, let the hips come forward. So just take a couple just like this. Perfect. On the next one, we'll come all the way down to our belly. So arms are out in front of us. We have a big curve in the back. If it feels too intense, bend the elbows deeper. If you want to intensify, press away. Good. Relax to the mat. Let the forehead come down. And I'm going to reach my arms back alongside the body, palms face up. Take a breath in. Let it go. Breathe again. Lift the chest. Let it back down. Breathe again. Lift the chest and the arms. Let it back down. And then to the locust, lifting chest, arms, and legs. Breathe, floating up. Good, let it down, hands beside the chest. Bend the knees, press it back, child's pose. On your next breath, lifting up to the hands. And we'll just walk over to the right, getting into a side stretch. Release your way down. Feeling the left rib cage spreading open. Lifting up again to the hands and walk it to the left. Let it down, side stretching into the right. Good, gently we'll lift, walk into the center, and come up to all fours. Give yourself just a couple breaths in your cat-cow. Okay, from here, we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips up into downward facing dog. Just give the feet a little walk here, bending one knee at a time. From here, left leg is going to stretch up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, let the hip open. So the foot falls across toward the right and your gaze comes out under the left arm. Hugging knee into the chest, breathe in. And then exhale, let it back out, three-legged dog, open the hip. Breathe in, hug again. Exhale, foot between the hands, runner's lunge. Give yourself a little rock forward and back, just stretching through that foot. Good. Let's bring the knee down, flatten that back foot. We're just going to lift first to the fingertips, lifting the chest up. Gaze comes forward. Then pressing through that front foot, lift to a low lunge. Interlock the fingers, press to the ceiling. Good. Palms to the base of the skull. Straightening the leg, find a bit of balance there. You can stretch the leg out a little further. Bring the foot flat to the mat. And then just a little angle forward. So not coming all the way to that half split, but just angling in. Find the balance. Good. Lift up. Bend that knee. Take your right hand over toward your heel. Reaching open, so we're twisting out to the right just a bit. Beautiful. Bring it down. Tuck the back toes. We'll lift. Step it out. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Bend that knee open at the hip. Gaze is under the right arm. Breathing in, we'll hug the knee to the chest. Breathing out, let it stretch up and open again. Good. Breathing into the chest. Exhale, foot between the hands. Runner's lunge with a little rock. Back knee and foot coming flat. Lift to the fingertips. Just find openness in the front side of the body. Push through the front foot to lift up into a low lunge. Hold that stretch a moment. Good. Finding balance, straightening the leg. Hands behind the head. Open up those elbows and take your tilt forward. Feel the work of the legs here, holding you up. Good. Bend the knee and release. Hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes. And this time we'll step to the top of the mat and let it go into a fold. Inhaling, take a half lift, flatten out the back. Exhale, fold back in again, hinging from the hips. Find your way to that forward fold, nice and long. Little bend in the knees, and we'll roll our way back up. All the way to stand mountain. Now from here, we're going to take some breathing movements. So I'm going to open up my feet just a little wider than my hips. So we're going to imagine that we're moving the breath using our hands. So we're going to inhale, draw the hands up to the chest. When you have that full breath, exhale, press the air down. Flex the hands. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to press. Good. Take one more like this. Little soft bend in the knees. Inhale, reach to the top. Exhale, just open the arms. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, little bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, open. Good. Inhale there. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, up. Exhale, down to the ground. Inhale all the way up, palms together. Exhale to open. Good. Again, we'll inhale. Take it to the mat. Inhale all the way. Exhale down to the mat. All the way up, palms together. Exhale, open. Beautiful. Lift. Exhale, just release the arms. Good. Take a little roll in the shoulders. We're going to open the feet just a little wider. Inhaling up. Exhale to the mat. Inhale all the way, palms together. Down to the mat. All the way up. Open the arms. Arms release down. Inhale to the chest. Exhale, we're going to push out to the right. Turn those toes and lean in. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the middle. Take a breath. Good. Inhaling up. Exhale, push to the left. Bend the knee. Good. Inhale, lift to that lunge. Exhale to the middle. Let it down. Big breath. Take it again, both sides. Inhale to the chest. Exhale, bend the right knee and push. Inhale, lift through the lunge. Exhale to the middle. Inhale, up to the chest. Exhale to the left, bend the knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale to the middle. Take a breath there. Feeling a little bit of heat with that breath. We'll take just one more each side. Go ahead to the chest. To the right. Open to the lunge. To the middle. Chest. To the left. And lunge. To the middle. Good. Let's bring both toes pointing forward. Hands to the waist. We're going to roll the shoulder blades back and together. Standing nice and tall, press the feet into the mat. Let the hip bones tuck under just a bit. And then hinge from the hips, drawing forward into your wide-legged fold. I'm going to keep my hands to the waist, but feel free to release them down to the mat if that feels better, or you want a little more support with the fold. Remembering to roll those shoulder blades together. Okay, let's lift up about halfway. Drop your right hand to the mat. Press through the hand to open that left elbow toward the ceiling, and your gaze can follow it up. Releasing to the fold. Let that hand come back to the waist. Breathe. Halfway lift. Left hand to the mat. Roll that right shoulder back. Push away from the mat. Gaze comes up over the right. Okay, release both hands to the center. And we're just going to turn the right toes out. Bend that right knee and walk the hands over to the foot. Coming into side lunge. Feel free to leave hands down, or if you want to move to Skandasana, letting the heel come to the mat, toes point up, hands lift to balance. If it feels too intense, you can come up higher and rest on the thigh. Good. Whichever option you chose, bring hands to the mat. Bring that foot down, walk over to the left. Sinking into that left leg. And then taking your option, just hold, or maybe find Skandasana. Lifting through the chest. Good. Hands to the mat. Coming to the center. Let the feet just walk in to come back under the hips. Bend the knees deeply and let yourself roll up slow. Take a breath and let the arms reach. Exhale into cactus arms, bending the elbows, palms spread. Gentle little back bend. And then exhale back to your forward fold. Inhaling, lift halfway. Exhaling down. Step or hop back into your plank. And lower your way to the mat. Flatten the feet. Take a lift to your cobra. And then bend at the knees. Press the hips back. Child's pose. Let's lift up just halfway. Bring your left hand under the right arm, like you would thread the needle, palm face up. Let that shoulder come down. Walk that right arm out long. And just breathe into that stretch in the shoulders. Slide that arm back out. Reach the right arm under. Palm face up and let the side of your head meet the mat. Sliding the arm back out. And we'll move onto our backs. Coming up. Turn over and just give the knees a little hug in. Give yourself a rock side to side. Let the right foot meet the mat. Give that left knee another hug toward the chest. And then taking hold with the left hand, just open it out to the left. Your right arm can open beside you. Bottom of that right foot planted to the mat so the knee stays pointing up to the ceiling. Now taking hold either behind the thigh or maybe to the big toe. Pulling open like half happy baby. And then if it feels good, you can extend that leg. Bring it out beside you. Bend the knee if it's extended. And we're going to bring that leg over the right. Just stacking thighs together. Open both arms out beside you like a T. And let the knees rock over to the right. Keep drawing that left shoulder to the mat. Let's come back into the center. We'll lift the feet off the mat, reach down and take a hold of them, and then give yourself a rock side to side there. Good, let's release the legs. We'll bring the left foot down and just hug in the right knee now. Keeping a hold with the right hand, we'll let that leg open out to the side. Let the left arm come down. If you want to take it deeper, reaching down for the big toe. And if you want more, extending the leg and letting it open out beside you. Keep bringing that left foot down into the mat. Try to avoid rolling over to the right. We want to stay on our back. Good, now bend that knee. Bring the leg over to sit over the thigh. Let your arms come back to the T. And then knees rock to the left. Supine twist. Drawing that right shoulder down to the mat. Yeah, let's move our way back into the center. And we'll bring the foot down and just release both legs out long. Let your arms move down by your sides, palms facing up. Coming to our Shavasana. With all the focus and intention that we held with each other pose. Our pose of stillness. Stillness for the body, and a still focus for the mind. Letting all thoughts that are not in this present moment drift away. Letting the mind connect to the breath, the feel of the body heavy on the mat. Releasing each muscle, anything flexed or tense, let it soften. Let's begin to bring awareness back into the room. Letting your hands and feet slowly start to move. Let your head rock side to side. And then letting the arms reach up and over. Take a big, long stretch through the whole body. We'll walk the feet up onto the mat. And just give the knees a little rock side to side. Gently rolling your way over to one side. Bringing the arm under the head like a pillow. Just take a moment there in your fetal position. And then whenever you feel ready, slowly pushing your way back up and coming to seated. We'll let the hands come to the heart, giving gratitude for this prana, our life force within us, for another day of breath and another opportunity to come together on the mat. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Thank you so much. Good to have you back, Declan. Thanks, Paula. Bye.